Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Pop Smoke. I know a lot of you have already inboxed me asking me to do a reading. For those of you that are not aware, he has been shot and killed, and I'm not doing a mediumship reading, which is connecting to his soul, but rather going off of this is strictly psychic. With my spirit guides, giving me the information that I need to connect, because again, this is a very recent, less than 24 hours, and I don't want to. It would be impossible to connect with his soul at this time because again, he is transitioning. But he was a songwriter and rapper, and he was up and coming, very, very young man, 20 years old, taken out, according to sources that, have already reported this. He was shot by two men. Apparently the police came over. Just give me a little bit of backstory like I do on all of my videos, so that way before I get into the insights. And they caught one of the guys they thought they caught, but that guy they released, it turns out that he was innocent. So the killers are still loose, and that's the whole gist of this. For those of you that are not aware, I believe they reported also that Nicki Minaj tweeted, or she put some kind of post. I don't think it was a tweet, I'm not sure. It was some kind of post stating that, kind of cryptic. They said that, that this was, alluding towards jealousy and all of this that is going on. So does Nicki Minaj know something that we don't? That's the question here. But regardless of that, that's the gist. Now I'm going to start giving you the psychic insights of what I see, what possibly went down. Immediately when I tune into this, I get a lot of trauma to the torso. So I don't know if he was shot in the stomach, because I felt a very sharp pain in the abdominal area, and I also felt something in the chest area, possibly closer to the neck. I don't know. Again, there definitely was some kind of impact. I do feel like Pop Smoke was someone that was already getting in very fast with other groups of crowds, and it was not necessarily the best type of environment for him to be in. Kind of like when you are very young, like he was only 20, so very young, and you're getting into these other rappers and these other cliques that other rappers have, and etc. There is a lot of people looking at you from the outside in, and so I do feel like what Nicki posted, there is some validation to that, but there is more. I don't feel like this that Pop Smoke was someone that was an angel, of course, a good soul, but I feel like also very conflicted, and I feel like he had created a lot of enemies as well, and something about his mouth. So I feel like he may have popped off to certain people and pissed off certain people in many ways that would have created some jealousy. There is something here coming in about the person who carried this out. I don't feel like it was the person that wanted him taken out is the one that committed the actual act, but I do feel like they feel like there has been justice served in many ways, that in their mind it's almost like, I don't know if this person was another rapper that didn't get to work with another artist, or they feel like Pop Smoke stole something from them. But it's this feeling that's coming through from my spirit guides, that it's almost like this person that would have done this to him, they feel almost like that there was justice served when they executed him in the manner they did, which is murder, shooting them. I feel like this person, like Pop Smoke, was very empathic. So he would have known that, like I said, a lot of these people that are taken out in this way, a lot of empaths know that they are living and teeter-tottering on a dangerous kind of cycle and slope. And so I feel like he was very aware that he was already creating enemies and that anything would go down, because I feel like he was very much kind of on guard about people in his area, and when he was around other people. However, I do feel like a lot of this fame and the money got to his head very quickly, because he hasn't, you have to understand, he's not a rapper that's been in the game for many years and has acclimated. And sorry about that, guys. My phone went off, which is, and again, something that, it was an automated call that I got in the middle of this reading, and that's my ringtone, Ariana Grande. But the fact that it went off in the middle of me, doing this reading, it's very weird, because I've never had that happen before when doing a reading. So I do feel like there is a strong connection here in many ways. And again, I apologize that that happened. I'm not going to edit that out either way, because I'm going to be focusing back on the energy and what I was telling you. So I do feel like he was aware of the things that were happening in his surroundings, that he created enemies, and that in a way I feel like he felt like, he was going to continue to rise to the top. But his ambition, when you are ambitious at a young age, there's nothing wrong with that. But there are healthy ambitions, and there's unhealthy ambitions. And so what Spirit is telling me is that he may have done certain things, or chose to do certain things. Whether this was, like, when I say certain things, I'm going to be more specific: aligning yourself with other people, talking about other people in a negative way to get ahead, using your money and your influences to kind of, snap back at other people and kind of say, hey, I made it, and, this is what I got. Again, the fact that money is going to their head, sometimes people treat other people in a certain way when they have reached a certain level of success, and they abandon and forget who they are. And that is what I feel like, very much so. And I know a lot of people may not agree with me, but this is what I'm seeing from Spirit. So all of this, I feel like he was very judged by the person that carried this out, or had it carried out by other people. I do feel, and I do see that that he was going to be judged either way. This is like, again, in some way, it's very twisted, convoluted. It's very much about Pop Smoke being taken out because he stole from someone. He stole an opportunity. He stole something from someone that, now, he was accused of stealing a vehicle. That's known. I'm not talking about that, for those of you that think that I may be alluding to that. No, this is not something tangible. It is tangible in a way, but it's not a physical item that he would have stolen from someone. It's almost like an opportunity, and that's what I keep feeling in the industry. Something that he was given, and may have kind of, been the squeaky, what's that saying, having, I guess what I'm trying to say is like having the grease and, be the squeaky one, kind of like, that's what I'm trying to say in many ways. And so that's what I'm getting here. I do feel like in many ways that he was authentic, but at certain times that he did wear a mask, and that he wasn't entirely honest, and he wasn't entirely nice to a lot of people. And again, being humble is something that, regardless of who we are and what level of success that we reach, we have to be that way. And there's always going to be people that are in the same industry, the same line of work that we are in, that are going to have issues with us when we reach a certain level of success. So this is not necessarily just Pop Smoke, but anyone that's listening to this that has ever worked in any kind of job. You have coworkers that, you may have coworkers that are jealous if you are getting awards, if you're getting promoted and they're not. Now, they may not verbalize this to you, and you may not necessarily pick up on it, but deep down there may be some level of resentment, and that's what I feel is coming from the person who would have carried this out. I also feel like he was, Spirit is talking about morals, and him almost, what I'm getting is that this person that carried this out, that would have wanted him gone, dead, does not have any morals. This person does not have any compassion. It's almost like a stone cold person. And that's what I'm getting. I do feel like this person that would have carried this out would be someone that I want to say that this person is young. I don't know how much younger or older than him, but I feel like they are young as well. Um, and I'm getting that this person wanted to be like the leader. So they may have a group of friends that are into crime and that, carry guns and may sell drugs and dope and things like that. Also may have some gang affiliation. And this is what's coming through very strongly. I do feel like Pop Smoke did not have a good temper either. I feel like he was very impatient and he wanted things to be celebrating. I see a lot of alcohol. I see a lot of partying, a lot of this, again, fast life, this fast pace that he would have been in prior to his passing, prior to being killed, murdered, whatever you want to call it. He is, Spirit is telling me that he is united in some way with someone else on the other side. So whoever in his family, this would be a female figure that would have crossed over. I'm not sure if this is a great grandma or a grandmother. She is with him. So I don't feel like he's entirely stuck, like earthbound, but he is transitioning, okay? I also feel like there is a woman involved in all of this as well. That is, when I say involved, I don't mean like she had anything to do with this, but there may have this. I'm trying to understand what Spirit is showing me here. This female has a very fascination with dark colors, like black clothing. She has black hair. She may sometimes, wear reddish, blackish hair. I do feel like this person could be Latina, could be Caucasian or a mix of that. She's very light skinned. I do get something with a connection to October as well. So October is a very specific month. Not sure what that would have had to do with Pop Smoke, but I do feel like it has something to do with this woman. And I'm not sure what her feelings were for Pop Smoke, but there is some mourning going on. There is almost like I told you so. So I don't know if there was someone that he was interested in that fits this category that would have had feelings for Pop Smoke and kind of like warn him that this could be happening, because I feel like this woman is very intuitive. Now, I'm not saying that she's a psychic reader or she is a fortune teller or any of that, but I am saying that she's a very intuitive young lady, and she is young. I feel like she's in her 20s as well. I do feel like she may be in the industry, so I don't know if she like told this person, in many ways, like, hey, be careful, watch out, because there is something happening here. But I do feel like justice will be served for the people that were involved in this at some point. Even if it's not done through our legal system, there will be some justice served and some closure for the family regarding, Pop Smoke. I also am getting, there was some kind of celebration coming through for Pop Smoke. There would have been some kind of award that he would have eventually received, some kind of accolade. And so all of this was carried out in many ways by the other person to stop them from receiving that, from stopping them from achieving the level of success that they would have wanted, that Pop Smoke would have wanted to reach in many ways. And again, I just feel like there is a lot of a regret from his soul. But again, I cannot connect, but this is coming from my spirit guides that he has. So there is a strong possibility that he will reincarnate eventually, because I feel like he did not get to live out his full life purpose in this way. And I don't say that about a lot of the people that I read, that they are ready to reincarnate, but I do feel like there is some type of reincarnation. I also feel like we're going to see over the next couple of weeks a lot more coverage about this and a lot more details. The person, Spirit is very clear that the person that would have carried this out, even if it's not the other people that are eventually caught, will not face any kind of legal issues. But I do get that this person is African American and that there would be some type of justice served eventually. And this person that's that carried this out is very light skinned as well. So it's not a very dark skinned individual, very young, and there are tats as well. And I feel like, again, just very cold mentality. This person would have had legal issues as well. And that's what I'm getting. And again, has like a group of people that follow him because this person very much wants to be, quote unquote, the leader. And again, a lot of pain on my neck when I'm doing this reading, a lot of pain to my torso. So I'm not sure where he was shot, but that's what I am getting when I do this reading. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Much respect, and my condolences go out to Pop Smoke and his family, his friends, and people in the industry that may have known him. I hope that healing, and I pray for healing to come over you. And again, when I do these readings, I try to be as respectful as possible. I will probably disable the comments because I'm at a point in my life where I don't have time for foolery, and I know a lot of people will be pissed off that I'm doing a reading so soon after his passing. But again, if you have not listened to the very end of this reading and you're judging me, for doing the reading, that's your own projections in your own way. I come from a place of love when I do my readings for any celebrity, whether they are alive or passing. Again, I also want to state that I'm not God, and I don't have all the answers to every single thing. These are just my insight from spirit, and I trust spirit. So again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Blessings of love and light. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye.